That's it. Blow out the candle. Now eat your pancake. No, don't walk away. There's a pancake. I hope she eats it first. Hello my wonderful royals and welcome to my YouTube channel Brick K-Pop Reacts, and today we are once again doing the wonderful Red Velvet on the channel because I am continuing my RedVelution. My RedVelution is in full swing. It has already essentially succeeded in its goal, if we take the literal meaning of a revolution, which is of course to take over, kind of take over leadership. Red Velvet have already done that in my soul, in my heart. Because they are now my second alt group alongside Everglow. That was decided a few weeks ago at this point. But regardless, I still have a ton of content to still check out for this group. So we are just going to continue down that road. And I am continuing with albums today specifically. The last album I checked out was, of course, The Red, and the following album to that one is The Velvet. Which focuses, I assume, on the more kind of velvet side of Red Velvet, so to speak, the more kind of R&B smooth, that kind of vibe. So that is what we are focusing on today, that album. There are only 4 B-sides on it, which is why I thought it'd be a good one to do. I haven't got a ton of time before we start losing light in here, and I have to start recording. But I thought this one I can fit in because it's quite short anyway, in terms of an album. One of these nights, the title track, I have already checked out. I've checked out the MV for that. That is on a previous reactions. Please do check that out if you've not already, if you're interested in me reacting to that. But yeah, in terms of B-sides, there are only 4 tracks, and then a few remixes of one of these nights, which I won't be checking out because like 3 separate remixes, so I can check those out at my own time. So I thought this would be a nice little, fairly short one to squeeze in while I'm recording today. So that is the plan today. If you're new here, hello. If you're a Red Velvet fan, if you are a Red Velvet, please do check out my previous Red Velvet reactions. I've been on a Red Velvet binge recently. As you may notice, if you look down my kind of video list, there's quite a few Red Velvets there. And that is because, of course, I have been on my RedVelution, which is essentially about me kind of checking out all of the Red Velvet content that I've not checked out before. They are a group I've very much dipped in and out of until Birthday dropped and took over my life. Since that point, I have been utterly obsessed with this group and been checking out tons and tons of stuff, content behind the scenes. I've been checking out a lot of content in my own time as well, so a lot of kind of the kind of behind the scenes clips on some of the MVs and bits and pieces like that. I've been watching a lot of. I've been watching Level Up Project a lot. Well, I'm at the end of the season, the first season now for that. But I'm currently watching the extra episodes, the hidden episode things that they did at the end of the season. So I'm still technically on season 1, but I'm very close to moving on to season 2 on that. So I've been watching stuff in my own time, but in terms of the channel, I've been covering like albums and stuff. I've been doing some MVs that I've not checked out before. So it is a whole journey, and it will continue to be a whole journey. So if you've not checked any of those out yet, please do check those out. And of course, I do have a ton of previous Red Velvet reactions as well across the channel's life. So please do catch up on all of those and catch up on my Red Velvet journey thus far. That would be incredible. Also, guys, if you are interested, please do check out my top 100 songs of the year, songs of 2022 list that I made recently. I am very proud of it. It took me ages to put together. And I am very happy and proud of the finished result. So if you have got time to check that thing out, please do. I do want a lot of people to see it because I'm very proud of it. And obviously Red Velvet appear quite a lot, quite a lot in that countdown. I won't give anything away, but they're in it quite a lot. So please do check that out. That would be awesome. But with all that being said, guys, we are just gonna get straight into this thing because I'm ready. I'm ready for more of this incredible group, my new alt group today. It is Red Velvet time once again. Let's do this. So this is Red Velvet with The Velvet, the album. The Velvet. I feel like I should say it with a bit of a The Velvet. I don't know if that's working for anyone, but I'm trying. So yeah, we are starting with the first B-side on the album. Obviously, like I say, I'm skipping one of these nights because I already know it. I've already done a reaction to it recently. So we're going to move on to track number 2, which is Cool Hot Sweet Love. Cool Hot Sweet Love. And there is a live for this. So this one was performed on music shows and stuff. So I thought I'm going to try it. Now, music shows are a bit dodgy. As I've said in the past, sometimes you can get blocked for trying to include music shows, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it because I figure it's quite an old performance. It's a number of years old at this point. So hopefully they'll be nice to me and they'll let me have this one. we'll see what happens. But this is from Inkigayo, back in 2016. Red Velvet, Cool Hot Sweet Love. Let's do it.
Cool, hot, sweet.
I like this. I like this already. Oh god. Look at Wendy's hair, the red hair. Oh, I love that red hair. Yeti's got the blonde. I love Yeti with blonde hair. Oh. It's very velvet, isn't it? It's very velvet. I love Yeti's hair like that. The vocals. The vocals. Oh! Yes, mate, this is my kind of velvet song. This works for me. I'm not always into the velvet stuff. Classically, traditionally. But this really works for me. This is absolutely working for me. I love the vocals on it. I love the interesting things they're doing with these vocals, with the lyrics and stuff. Musically, I really enjoy it. I'm into it. I apologise, but oh, this is quite short. I've just realised this clip is quite short. It's like 1 minute 20. It's about to end. Why? Is it just like a short little... What? Why would you do that to me? Why? I didn't realise that. Jesus Christ. Right, we're going to have to do a lyric video as well then. Okay, Christ. After all that. The whole reason I did this was so that it would be quite a short reaction. Looks like that ain't going to happen. Because I'm going to have to do a bloody... Alright. Generous, who, you know, generously provided us with some lyric videos for the last reaction I did to the Red, I think, from what I remember. That lovely person has provided another one for Cool Hot Sweet Love, so we're going to do it again with the whole song in as part of it. This stuff. Try again.
Cool, hot, sweet, love.
Yeah, I'm addicted. I'm addicted to it. Just that little ding 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 and the vocals on top. Oh. I'm feeling it, girls. I'm feeling it again. This. Oh. Sounds so good. I just want to like bow down and worship them forever. That's all I want to do with the rest of my life. That's it. Yes, Yeti, go off. Go off. Sorry, I had to pause it there because my wife came in. I was like, I had to quickly pause it. Speaking of my wife, by the way, she kindly got me this. It's an album update. She got me this little dinky Feel My Rhythm album, which I didn't realise they did. Like, I saw this shit, like, I unwrapped it and stuff, and I was like, oh, what's this? And she was saying it was like an album and stuff. I was like, what? I didn't realise it's like a little dinky album. So I'm sure you guys have seen it before, but I wasn't aware of it. It's like this little, and then you stand this up in it, and like a little standee thing. It's really cool. I was well happy with that. My wife knows me well. Yeah, it's well cute. Well cute. These teaser images I wanted to point out. They're awesome. I love Yeri's hair in this teaser image. The vocals, mate. This bit sounds so good, and then it goes into this. Whoa! Emotion. Where do you sing that? Oh my god, this group. Who did that bit? Is that Wendy? How are they so good, guys? How are they so good? I love this song. I love this song. Oh, Red Velvet! Red Velvet! SM just know how to utilize this group. They know how to get the best out of this group. That's what I was sensing from hearing all this stuff. They know what they're doing with this group, and it comes across so well in these songs. This is fantastic. I've got to be I'll be honest with you. Going into this album reaction, I was a bit concerned because of the nature of this album, and not. You know, obviously I love Red Velvet, so I had no doubt that I'd like these songs, to be fair. It was an unwarranted concern. But it was a concern in the sense that I know I'm not really a Velvet person. I know I'm more into the Red stuff, the more upbeat stuff, and I thought if this album is all about the Velvet stuff, I might not be that into it. I might kind of, it might be one of those reactions where I'm a bit like, I don't know. I didn't need to worry. I didn't need to worry because first song in, I tell you what, I really, really like this. This is probably going to go up there as one of my favourite B-sides that I'm currently listening to of this group. I think this is really good. Like, I'm really, really impressed with this song. I just love the way it sounds. Vocally, musically, everything just works for me. Bloody good start. Bloody good start. Oh, these girls, they're taking me over. I can't stress to you enough. I know I keep saying it, but seriously, they're taking me over. Next song is Light Me Up. Speaking of, I mentioned in the intro about Level Up projects. I've been watching that. Like I say, I'm towards the end of season 1 at this point. I'm on the hidden episodes in season 1. There's never been up to this point, and this is saying something because I've checked out some incredible content from incredible groups and stuff, like reality shows and things. I've never had as much fun with a reality show as I'm currently having with Level Up projects. Like, particularly kind of the sort of second half and stuff. There was a particular period of it. I think which bit? It was when they were doing their the what did they call it? Not the package trip. I can't remember what they actually named it now officially, but the trip where they could go wherever they want. This is the first season of the Level Up project, so they had the package trip, the trip where they could do what they want as a group, and then they had the individual trips, and when they did the free trip, so where they could go wherever they want as a group. Everything was just utterly hilarious. Like I could not stop laughing during that whole thing. Like it was just utterly fantastic. Like the bit where like they're playing that little game in that little car thing. They're playing that game and like Wendy's pulling these faces and stuff. It's like a game where they have to pull these faces while saying the names of fruits. Sounds ridiculous, but it's utterly hilarious. That Yeti's going around telling people she's in Red Velvet and she's a famous singer and all this kind of stuff. There's just some genuinely hilarious stuff in it. And again, this means nothing to you if you've not seen it, but if you have, you might know what I'm talking about. So hopefully some people will appreciate this. But I'm just having the best time with that show. I really am. The thought there's like 4 more seasons of it is just filling me with joy right now, because I'm just so excited to check out even more of that, because I'm just having so much fun with it. I had to mention it. But yeah, so the next song on the list is Light Me Up. Now, interestingly, there is a live video here of Wendy. And it says Happy Wendy Day. So I'm assuming this must have been for her birthday last year. There's Light Me Up, La Rouge version. A live video of Wendy singing it. I kind of want to check that out, but at the same time, I'm assuming if it's the La Rouge version, it's a different version of the song, so I probably better not. It's not a solo song, is it? No. But there seems to be a few clips of Wendy singing it. Yeah, Wendy solo version, so there must be a solo version of this thing. I won't check that out, just because I want to focus on this. Maybe I'll check it out afterwards. Maybe I will. But this reaction was supposed to be short. Oh, who cares? I'll do it. I'll do it for Wendy. Let's do it. Right. I will check out the group version first after Madness have done singing.
Now with Walkers, you can win £250 every hour.
Yeah, well, that's wonderful, but I ain't got any Walkers on me right now, so just leave me alone. This is Light Me Up by Red Velvet. Track number 3. Let's do it.
Tonight I want to light up the world between you and me.
Speaking of stuff I like, Wendy talking in English. I love that, because she's got the accents. So good. Larry. Oh boy. Like, the vocals work so well. So good at these songs. Oh, yeah. Oh, part of what I love about this is, and again, I mentioned this before, the interesting music they have. It's like, even with songs like this, that kind of that R&B style, the music doesn't need to be that interesting in this kind of song. It just kind of needs to be that classic R&B style beat to it, with the rhythm and everything, the rhythm and beats, funnily enough. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't need to do much, really. It's more about those vocals and stuff, isn't it? That kind of carry a song like it. Not always, but with this group especially, it could just be the vocals carrying the song. They don't need to do much with the music. But actually, when you listen to the music, there's just really interesting stuff going on constantly, like interesting sounds, interesting things that they're doing musically that I just really appreciate. I really appreciate that. Like, and it gets me hooked on songs like this where I wouldn't normally. I wouldn't, because I'm not the kind of person that goes for this kind of stuff normally. Red Velvet can pull me in with these songs because they are so interesting, because even when I might be losing interest or I might be not wholly invested, though I'll listen to the music for a few seconds and realise there's such interesting stuff going on. Like, and if you're not listening to that, you've got these gorgeous vocals going off as well. Like, it's just so, it's so well done. Just everything that they do is just the absolute peak of that genre. And that's what I love about what they do. Just such interesting stuff going on with this music. I love these little speaky bits. Their voices sound so good together. I've said it before, I'm saying it now, and I'll say it again. Whoa. Oh my god. Splendid. So good. Oh. Just can't help but vibe to it, man. Oh, so good. So good. Let me just deal with this advert. That was by Red X Heart, by the way, the lyric video, which again, I'm pretty sure I've used them before as well. Thank you for the lyric video. Just another, again, gorgeous song, man. And again, just the way they can grab me with this stuff in a way that usually this kind of song wouldn't grab me. But Red Velvet can do it. Again, through just the quality of it, just how good it is. Like I say, peak in terms of that genre, and just the combination of the interest in music versus their vocals that sound so good together. The fact that individually they can just go off whenever they want. Wendy's going off, Sorgi's going off, Joy's having her moments as well, and even Irene's vocals can really shine at times. Yeli's vocals can really shine at times when she gets the chance. I don't know how much, like, I've not been paying attention much, but how many kind of lines does Yeli get in these earlier albums and things? I'm intrigued to find out, actually, because I can only assume her involvement increases as time goes on. Yeli has caused me major problem. I've got issues in terms of bias. I have 3 biases at the moment in Red Velvet. Put it this way, right? At least one of them is going to be an alt. Right? There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. I currently have 3 alt biases. 2 alt groups, 3 alt biases. And as it stands currently, none of the members of Red Velvet are all biases, mainly because they've only just become an alt group. That will change. That will 100% change. It's just a question of who. It's literally just a question of who and how many at this stage. But I tell you what, Yeti and Wendy especially, the two I think at the moment that knocking on the door of alt bias. Just a heads up. So if that announcement comes soon, yeah, I'm not surprised. Right, so I'm going to check out this solo version because I'm intrigued by it. There is a 3 to 4 years ago, there was a solo version that Wendy has done on NBC Radio. I'm not going to risk that because I'll probably get blocked, but I will try this birthday live video. So this was released like 10 months ago, so obviously Wendy's previous birthday. I looked into their birthdays recently because I thought, I want to know when they are. They're quite close together, aren't they? A lot of them. I think Joy's is September, but the rest of them are all like, there's 2 in February and 2 in March. Like proper, like they're all really close together, aren't they? I think, is it Wendy's was the 10th? And then is it, I can't remember the order of it now. I think it's Wendy on the 10th of February. One of them is the 21st. Sulgi, maybe? Might be the 21st of Feb. I tried to memorise this. I wanted to memorise. I thought it'd be good to memorise. And then there's 2 in March, but I can't remember the dates now. Yeti and Irene are both in March, I think, if I remember correctly, but I can't remember the dates. Was one the 5th? I feel like one might have been the 5th, and then the other one was like later on in March, like 20 something. 21st? I can't remember. Anyway, the point is, yeah, I know 4 of the birthdays are really close together, but yeah, Wendy's, this looks to be a live clip released as part of the Wendy celebrations, the La Rouge version of Light Me Up live video. Let's do this, why not? Why not? The sun's come out outside, so hopefully I'll have a bit more light for a bit longer. The sun's done me a solid, blessed us with its presence. The glasses. I like Wendy in glasses, it's cute. She's such a good singer, man. Is that Wendy as well doing them bits? It didn't sound like it. It sounded like Sonata. Like she's rocking a bit of a kind of 80s, 90s businesswoman type look. Maybe librarian. I don't know. Something else. Her voice is so flipping good. And I always knew that, but recently it's come to the fore in my mind. Oh, she's getting up. Oh, Wendy. Wait, making breakfast. Birthday pancake. Sit right there, mate. At least blow out the candle. It's stressing me out. Whoa! Such a good vocalist. Oh. That's it, blow out the candle. Now eat your pancake. No, don't walk away, there's a pancake! I hope she ate it first. What's she written there? You always light me up. Someone translate that for me. I'm assuming it's very meaningful and wonderful. Are there subs on this video? No. I wonder what it says. Oh, gorgeous. Absolutely flipping gorgeous. Wendy's voice, man. Wendy's voice is just insane. One thing that's really, I've noticed a lot recently. I've been watching like some of the behind the scenes recording clips for their MVs and things. I watched the birthday one. I watched the Feel My Rhythm one. I think there's more as well, but I've not checked out more yet. Checking them out, and they're so good, by the way. Like, those videos are so good. I've seen stuff like that before, but the way Red Velvet do it is so, it gives you real insight into the process and stuff, and I really like that. And watching the girls do what they do in the recording studio, and the fact they're so involved with the process and things is really fun to watch. But it's really noticeable when Wendy comes in, because she's so good at it. She just kind of walks in, just does a thing and leaves. Like, it's so noticeable. And obviously she'll correct things and do things differently if she needs to and stuff like that. But generally, like, she's such a good vocalist that she'll just walk in there and just absolutely nail it first time. Like, every time she would just walk in, nail it and leave. Like, right, done, yeah, it's fine. It's just really noticeable how just good she is. Like, it really gives you a real indication of just the quality of this woman's vocals. The other thing that annoyed me as well, I say the other thing that annoyed me, that didn't annoy me, but something that did annoy me. This whole thing, right, recently, of like, what was it, Rolling Stone magazine, is that what the one, I can't remember now, released this whole list where like top 200 singers of all time list, right? And it annoyed me because they obviously didn't factor in K-pop particularly at all. There were 2 K-pop singers on it as far as I'm aware. IU was on it, and Jungkook from BTS was on it, which annoyed me because I'm like, there are so many quality vocalists in K-pop. Like, how are you ignoring these people? If you're going to do a list called the 200 greatest singers of all time, do your bloody research. Seriously, like, do your research. It irritated me. And like, the thing is, right, I adore IU. I adore IU to the ends of the earth. She's one of my absolute favourite idols, favourite artists and stuff. But of all the female singers in K-pop, like, I wouldn't even call IU the strongest. Like, she's a wonderful vocalist, but she's not the strongest vocalist in K-pop. Like, by a long shot. Like, Wendy, for a start, hello. Wendy should be considered for that list. Taeyeon, Jesus. Like, Taeyeon should be absolutely in there. Ailey, like, there's so many incredibly strong vocalists in K-pop. Like, it just bugged me because I was like, it just feels like K-pop are getting overlooked here as a genre. Feels like Jungkook and IU were just put in there as kind of we'll give them something. We'll give them something to shut them up, especially putting someone from BTS in there. It's like, yeah, we don't want ARMY after us. So we'll give them a nod. It's like, hang on a minute, there's more. There's more we need to consider here for this list. But anyway, rant over. It just bugged me. Right, so next we have what is it next? First Time is next. So this is the penultimate song. First Time. I don't know if there's a live for this or anything. Doesn't look like there is. Oh, hang on. What's this? Oh, that might be alive. Okay, I'm just going to click on it and see what happens. Oh, there's a live performance. V Live. Oh, there's a V Live. Oh, nice. So this is apparently on V Live at some point, which is now dead, very sadly. Yeah. And this seems to be a performance for the first time. Let me know in the comments. Obviously, I'll be listening to these songs afterwards anyway. Let me know in the comments if this is different to the recorded version, because that's the only thing I worry about. But I like to check out live performances because it's more fun and more interesting. But there is obviously the threat that they might have changed the song a bit for the live performance. So let me know if that's the case. But I'm doing it because, come on, it's alive. Why wouldn't I? You know, it's going to break your heart when they're all sat on chairs with microphones, looking solemn. So I've got blocked ears at the moment, I can't tell. I'm going to pause it. I don't want to talk over the vocals. My ears are quite blocked at the moment. I've got some sort of issue. And so it's really hard to tell the right volume level. Hopefully it's okay throughout, but I keep fiddling with it because I'm not sure if it's too loud, if it's too quiet. It's really hard to tell with my ears at the moment. Right, rewind a bit. Sorry, Joy, I don't want to talk over you. Irene's hair looks stunning. Oh, I might need the Wendy red pink hair back. I might need that back. My man doing the recordings having the same problem with the volume. Keeps popping up. Breaks my heart. Oh, Soggy's voice. Wendy delivers it so well. The way they smile and everything, she's proper pro, like a proper professional. Wait, no, I'm not, hang on. I'm not cutting out Yelly singing. Go again. I will talk over. Hey, Dora! Oh. Sounded so good. Sounded so good. She breaks. She breaks. Can't believe I never knew how good Sorgi's voice was until recently. It's insane. Such a good voice. He has joy. I love that lighter tone that Joy's voice brings. It really just lightens everything when it appears.
So you realize how much I really love you.
Stop.
For the first time.
Stop, Wendy. Oh my god. But yeah, I feel like there's such a nice balance of voices in the group. Really complement each other. Stunning stuff. Again, and like I say, I'll often say this, it's, that won't be a song realistically I'll go back to that often because it's not my kind of thing, generally speaking, but you can't help but this is why I like to watch live performances and stuff, because it just helps me appreciate it just even more. Just hearing those voices is just a privilege. It's impossible not to just appreciate that. Stunning stuff. Just stunning. So next we are moving on to the last song of the album, which is called Rose Scent Breeze, and this apparently is sung by Sulgi, Wendy and Joy, so I assume is it just those three on this one? Yeah, it seems to us this is just those three, which is interesting. Now there is a live, but it is on a radio thing, and I'm not sure I can I don't know if I want to risk it. I don't think I will risk that one. There's also another one, Rose Scent Breeze by Red Velvet, If You're in a Cathedral. What? Random stuff. But yeah, I'm just going to check out a lyric video for this. I think we'll do that. Let's do it. So this is Sulgi, Joy and Wendy. Go, go, go. It's not going to be another tearjerker, isn't it? I can tell. We'll get the lyrics on this as well, so I appreciate it a bit more. Oh, this is going to be well emotion. Absolutely not ready for this.
더 이상 아무 말도 못하고 눈을 감고 있지만 눈을 떠 바라보며 울기에 너무 진한 아픔이라고.
Oh God.
지난 날 그 약속이잖아. 추억이라 말하며 그렇게 싸늘한 미소로 내 곁을 멀어져 갈 때 장미꽃 향기는 바람에 날리고 서러운 한숨도 허공에
Lyrics, man.
흩어져 잡을 수 없네. 그대의 멀어지는 모습 그대로 더 이상 잡을 수 없네.
I can't cope with this. Oh my God. It's utterly beautiful. To be fair, this sounds pretty good in the cathedral. I've got to be said, it sounds pretty good in the cathedral.
지난 날 그
Get your lighters out. Get your lighters out. Oh my God.
추억이라 말하며 그렇게 싸늘한 미소로 내 곁을 멀어져 갈
guitar. Yes. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Beauty in its purest form. The way it ramped up in the end as well, at the end of the instrumental. That guitar comes in. Oh. Yes. Absolutely yes. Again, just the stunning vocals. I forgot to mention, by the way, as well, I watched the SM Town concert the other night. Stayed up for it. Stayed up for it. So I was up till about 8 in the morning. I stayed up all night. Went to bed about 8 in the morning. Didn't realise it'd be quite that long. But yeah, I stayed up for it, the whole thing. Just incredible. Like, obviously talking about Wendy's voice, when they did Time After Time. I mean, it's yeah. So, beyond stunning. So Jake Park in the comments says this beautiful song is originally sung by Suman Lee, so the SM CEO, which obviously we saw a lot of during that concert. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. So is this a cover technically? Is this not their original song? Because I was wondering that about the last one, Rose Scent Breeze. That kind of sounded a bit like it might be a cover or something. No, wait, that was that one. The first time, that's the one I'm talking about. Although that was written by Kenzie and involved him, and a lot of these others did, so I'm assuming that's probably an original song. So I'm guessing it's just this one. But yeah, it's got like different writers and stuff, so yeah. So I'm assuming that's an older song that's been covered by those three. I mean, it sounded wonderful. Utterly wonderful. Oh, and that is The Velvet. That's another album down, man. I can completely understand at this point, and you know, it's starting to become clear to me just how much of a noob I was in terms of Red Velvet, especially in terms of the B-sides. Like I say, I checked out the odd one here and there. But just realizing just how many there are, and how much quality there is, like, it's really blown my mind. I can completely understand why people keep saying in the comments and stuff like, yeah, the B-side queens, that, you know, like checking out the title tracks just isn't enough with this group because they've got so many just quality B-sides. I mean, the one that obviously really stands out to me in this one is that first one, and that's the one that's really going to stick with me out of this whole album. Is Cool Hot Sweet Love. That one really got me. But this whole album, again, just utterly gorgeous. And I've got some more, like I've been looking through some of their albums and stuff to kind of see what's to come, and obviously the next three, so I've got Russian Roulette, Rookie, and The Red Summer as the next three, and all the B-sides on that I need to check out. Yeah, there is one on, so I think it's Rookie that has Body Talk, isn't it? Body Talk, I do know that one. That is one I do know. I absolutely adore that song. It was probably one of the, I think possibly the first Red Velvet B-side I checked out, and I adored it. It's probably up there with my favourite Red Velvet songs generally. So there's those three coming up. You've got Summer Magic, there's RBB, Really Bad Boy coming up, which I still need to check the title track out of properly. Just madness. And then you start to hit the ones I already know, because I think the Rever Festival, I think I've checked out all of that. I think, maybe? Yeah, I did, because I did that one on the Patreon, I think. Yeah, I know those. So, but it's madness. It's just like the quality is just off the charts and continues to be off the charts, and I'm just so excited that I've still got so many left to check out. It's insane. And with that being said, guys, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you enjoy this reaction, drop us a like, drop us a comment, and of course subscribe to my lovely self. Join the royal family, become a royal yourself. That would be fantastic. And I'll see you next time, guys, for the next one. San and Gay, I love you all. Goodbye.